This week on Twende, we are going to the Euphrates.
I'm probably the first person in Kenya to even attempt to swim in this water.
Please, my brother.
What's happening?
Hey, it's the cold. Oh, Kenyans, they're waiting, yeah?
And we visit one of the oldest cities on earth. I find out how seriously food is taken here.
It's very, very nice.
It is another good morning. The sun rises beautifully over San Yufa. Leo inakaa itakuwa siku njema. We are traveling 120 kilometers to the town of Halfeti on the banks of the Euphrates River near Gaziantep. The road is a 3-lane dual carriageway which makes this trip even more fun as I gaze into the countryside. The roads in this part of the country are good, so kama wewe ni mtu wa road trips, hapa utajienjoy. The tolls here are paid electronically. Hakuna booths, so jisort mapema kama unaendanga. Soon, the mighty Firat River comes into view. That is how the Euphrates is known in Turkey. Nearer to our destination, we experience a familiar spectacle that reminds me of back home. Yes, hata huku ng'ombe huwa wanatembea tembea tu kwa barabara. Halfeti is a small town along the Euphrates River on the San Yufa side. Here, one can access boats to get a tour of the valley from the river. It is the winter season and there aren't many visitors, so we end up getting a large boat all to ourselves at a discount. The views from the boat are stunning. On this ride, one can see old abandoned settlements on the Gaziantep side.
It's very beautiful. On this side, you can see the hills, the mountains, the rock formations. It's cold, and that's why we are warm. That's why we are dressed warmly. Ona vile tuko warm. Chiki vile tuko warm. Unaona ni mchezo? Acha nikuoneshe. Fanya exercise. Yes.
It is cold and the boat is not heated, but I am traveling with Kenyans and we know the universal way to get warm. Kama Manyanga, this boat has loud music to which guests can dance to. Dancing on the Euphrates is a tradition I guess people do in this part of Turkey. By the way, hatuwezi fanya hivi Lake Victoria? Can you imagine how much fun we would have doing Ohangla? We can also try this on Masinga Dam. Mama unaonaje?
I never loved water.
Yeah.
But this time it's different for me.
Different, yeah?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. You know, now here in Twende, whenever we see a large body of water, we try to dip in. Will you Will you try with us?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I would love to.
Okay. Umesikia? Have you ever heard of River Euphrates before this?
Yeah, I've read about it in history books, but I've never been here.
What did you read about this river?
It was in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I read it.
So hapa tuko na remnants ya Garden of Eden.
Yeah, in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the neighborhood of Garden of Eden.
Of Eden, yeah.
So hapa tunaweza pata matunda.
Matunda, but to avoid ile Eve alikula.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Haya, lakini alishakula, so now we are
Tuwezi kula tena.
Tunaweza. So how many times have you been at River Euphrates?
Oh, Euphrates? Yes, of course. This is my first time.
It's your first time?
Yeah.
How comes when you studied here? How comes you have never come here?
I think it's all from the point of being comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the same place and you know you always have the chance,
Yeah.
get comfortable and you never
Yeah.
think of traveling around.
Very interesting you should say that, because a lot of the places we have traveled back at home, ziko accessible to watu, but hawaendi juu ya hiyo. I think ni juu ya hiyo comfort.
Yeah, comfort, like ni home, I'm gonna do it later.
Yeah. Sasa haya maji yanaenda wapi na yanatoka wapi? Unaweza jua?
Maji, I think from what the guide has told us, inatoka a place called Erzurum, all the way to, is it Adiyaman, I think, neighboring, and as well as heading all the way to Iraq and Syria.
Haya maji yatafika hadi huko, hadi Syria?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you.
We get to an old Armenian town that has become submerged after the river was dammed downstream. The Euphrates is a famous river, and even though it is winter, I cannot pass this opportunity to take a dip. Si unajua tu, hapa tuende tukiona maji, lazima either tuogelee ama tuionje.
I'm probably the first person in Kenya to even attempt to swim in these waters.
Yeah.
So
30.
30
meters.
30 meters. Yeah. Okay.
History is being
so
written.
I'm making history.
Please capture this. History is being written. Capture this.
Okay.
The only sane creatures that can get into this water during winter are these ducks. Na ni vile hao wako adapted to these conditions.
Ukiingiza hata ingia.
No. Yeah, just stay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Stand by. Haya.
Nishike tu. Sindio? Nishike.
Ingia tu. No.
You can swim, eh? Okay, good. Okay. Haya.
1, 2, 3.
We can take time. We've said 20 minutes here, sindio? Ngoja, this is for kwa Kenya wote. Nataka kusema, unajua, maisha na musonge. Haya hao wanakuja kufanya nini hao?
Wanaku encourage.
Will they bite me? Will they?
No.
No?
No.
No? Okay.
They're coming to receive you.
Ananicheka. Ngoja.
Coming next.
Okay.
You first put your feet.
I've already put my feet.
That's important.
There.
Is he okay?
Whoa! Hey! Wow! Wow! It is so hot. Hey, I can't stay more than. I can't stay more than 2 seconds.
Rudi ndani.
We ukirudi na mimi nitarudi na wewe.
I nitaka get slow motion.
Ya nini? Atunataka kupata nini?
Slow motion.
Hakuna. Naona huyu. Hiyo baridi na washa. Turudi na wewe. Mbona vile nimetoka haraka?
That was
Just 1 second.
Once, eh? That water is cold. Eh. I didn't even say 2 seconds. I could not. Even nimesikia mguu nikaa inaganda nikasema get out of here, man.
Wacha tuseme taking a dip in winter may not be the best idea. Of all my swimming escapades, this was the coldest water ever. We drive back to the city, and in the evening, I get to visit the cave of Abraham in Sanjufa. At the site is a mosque that is open to all visitors. The place is also home to numerous cats. There are stray cats that hang around the public spaces. They are cute and healthy looking. Fun fact, Turkey has a huge population of cats. They have about 5 million of them here. Najua sasa wengine wenyu mnajiuliza nani huhesabu hizi mapaka? So apparently kuna kuanga na census ya paka, and there are about 600 million of them in the world. Huku kwetu huwa hatujihusu sana na idadi yao juu hawa uzwi na hawana kura. Cats are considered ritually clean animals in Islam, and their presence is welcomed in mosques and homes. I tried to make friends with them, lakini kuna vile. I was starting to think they are racist. After the black cat was staying away from me, lakini kidogo kidogo kaanza ku warm up. I feel like there is a moral to this story, but I will leave it there. For cat lovers, Turkey is nothing short of paradise. For a new visitor, unaweza shangaa vile giza inaingia huku haraka. Kidogo kidogo tu taa zimewaka na ndio usiku.
Hakuna time difference ya Turkey na huko Kenya. If it is what time is it? If it's 9 p.m. Here in Turkey, it's 9 p.m. in Kenya. Na unaona vile ni usiku. Hebu guess, unafikiria ni saa ngapi? Guess tu. Guess. Si 9 p.m. It's actually 6. So huko Kenya unajua 6 sasa bado jua iko, bado kuna vitu unaweza fanya. Bado usiku haijaingia, acha nikimbie. Huko usiku ishaingia, huko 5. Was it 5? It was 5 p.m. Usiku ilikuwa ishaingia. Cause winter is here with us, and there are winter months as January and February, but ishaanza. So the nights become longer and the days become shorter. Hata asubuhi, the sun doesn't come as quickly as it doesn't come on time for us. Unajua vile kazi tunasema by 7 jua isha, uko 6:30 bado ni kudak. Yeah.
It is my last night in Sanjufa, and I haven't got to do something very important. Kwa wale mlikuwa mnauliza juu ya nguo, ziko kila mahali, but that isn't what I'm here to talk about.
So we've come here to experience a Turkish night. Na tumeambiwa tutoe viatu, so as you can see, tulionyesha how expensive these carpets are. And hakuna viti, hapa ni unakaa chini, unaji experience magoti. Mimi ni mzee, so lazima nikule nipate nguvu. This is fantastic.
Sijai kunywa supu poa kushinda hii.
After exciting the taste and the smell senses, it is time for the hearing to be compensated. Ama namna gani? Good food goes well with good music. Alafu sasa tukule densi. Nakamilisha methali hii. Ngoma ikichezwa sana, hapa Sanliurfa haipasuki. Inawaka moto. Sasa tumeenda Göbekli Tepe, tumeenda Harantepe, Karantepe, tumeenda matepe zote. Sasa it's time to go to the big one, the big bull, Istanbul. After visiting rural Turkey, now I am ready for the future. It is our last day and we are going back home. We have 6 hours before our flight to Nairobi and decide our time would be best spent in one of the most outstanding cities in the world. We make our way to the heart of Istanbul. The roads here are the widest they can be in Turkey, and for a good reason. This is the biggest city in Turkey. Some sources put it as the largest city in Europe. But it is not something that is clear because one part of Istanbul is in Europe and the other is in Asia. The larger part is located on the European side. Istanbul is a unique city that straddles 2 continents, Europe and Asia, divided by the Bosphorus Strait. The European side is home to the city's historical and economic center, including landmarks like the Hagia Sophia. It also has a larger population and more developed infrastructure compared to the Asian side.
Istanbul. Ni tofauti sana na Karantepe.
Approximately 2/3 of Istanbul's population lives on the European side, making it the larger and more dominant part of the city in terms of both area and population. Istanbul is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, with a history spanning over 2,500 years. For a long time, it was known as Constantinople. Once the seat of the Roman Empire, Istanbul still has infrastructure from the ancient time. If you love history, then you will be fascinated as you walk around this amazing city. At the city's former hippodrome, there is this large obelisk kama ile iko railways in Nairobi. This one, however, is from Africa. It is known as the Obelisk of Theodosius. It is an ancient Egyptian obelisk that was originally erected in the city of Luxor in modern-day Egypt. So, for 1,635 years, this rock structure hii hapa has been standing here well preserved for generations in Sultanahmet Square.
No, all of the
Sophia
Ottoman Empire.
here.
Yeah.
This is the Blue Mosque.
That is the
This is the Hagia Sophia.
Hagia Sophia.
Hagia Sophia. This one. That one is the Blue Mosque.
Oh, that's the Blue Mosque.
Yeah, that one is the Blue Mosque.
And
There is these buildings from the palace, from the Topkapı Palace. There is
Yeah.
a Turkish bath here.
oh,
We call
okay.
it like Hürrem Sultan
Okay.
bath
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Because this is built for the Hürrem Sultan. There's a Turkish bath still
Yeah.
you can use.
Okay.
But the first floor, there's also a restaurant right now.
Oh, okay.
So we will go straight, and
Yeah.
then we will turn left. There is the entrance of the old palace, the
Okay.
Topkapı Palace. So we will,
Are we going to go into Hagia Sophia?
yeah, today we don't have time.
We don't have
because
time,
just
okay.
Have like, let's see. Because the traffic in Istanbul is very bad.
Oh, so the traffic, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I have at 5 p.m.
Behind me is Hagia Sophia, which we have been told was built 500 AD. Something has occurred to me. Throughout this trip, huko Turkey, I haven't felt like I'm in Europe. Saizi, I definitely feel like I'm in Europe. Sioni another mtu wa Kenya, another black person hapa, apart from our party over here. On this side, kuna tourism police. If you look on the floor and just look at the space, hakuna vibanda. Kama kuna vibanda ndio hivi vimepangwa vizuri, ukiangalia vizuri, ukiangalia on this side. So ndio hizo zimepangwa poa. But otherwise they have left this space to be open. There's history, there's space, you can think, you can breathe. This is awesome. Alafu pia tumeambiwa huku traffic ni mbaya, so I guess traffic inasumbua kila mtu. Uzuri hawa wanapenda mkate. So jam kwao si shida.
Istanbul was the capital of one of the greatest powers that has ever existed. The Ottoman Empire was one of the most powerful and longest-lasting empires in history, spanning over 600 years, from its foundation in the 13th century to its dissolution in the early 20th century. I get to visit one of the palaces that housed the sultans who ruled over it. The ancient architecture has been well preserved and the place gets many visitors, especially in summer. If you appreciate ancient architecture and art, then this can give you a lot of inspiration. Istanbul's food culture is a rich and vibrant reflection of its history as a crossroads of civilizations. The city's cuisine is a fusion of Turkish, Ottoman, Byzantine, Middle Eastern, and Mediterranean influences, creating a diverse and flavorful culinary landscape. Tuache kizungu mingi. Let us get into one of the many restaurants and try it out.
Thank you.
Some of us may think that for you to enjoy food, lazima kukue na nyama, si ndio? In the southeast, the food had a lot of meat, but here there is variety. Shilen had to request for special food every time you were eating out, but now this is heaven. Hapa kusema ukweli kuna vile naweza consider kuwa vegetarian. But alas, all those thoughts disappear when the meat hits the table.
I've never tasted so many flavors. So many flavors in one sitting, and they are all good. All good. Adding my brain is overwhelmed. Everything. Ona hiyo nyama. Ona vile inakatika. And even if we seem to a nyama, the first meals we were eating were all vegetarian, and they are excellent. Na ameongezewa zingine. This is very nice. It's very, very nice. In fact, the vegetarian food is more interesting than the meat. Na mimi napenda nyama.
When you visit a place, the sense that usually gets excited the most is sight. And Turkey has been good in this regard. But I think kuna vile taste inaweza kuwa imeshinda around here. The food has been remarkable. Kumbe kuna kitu kinaitwa food tourism. Ama kama ulienda sijui Alliance, culinary tourism or gastronomy tourism. It is a growing trend where travelers explore destinations primarily for their unique food and drink experiences. Several countries have become global leaders in food tourism due to their rich culinary traditions, diverse cuisines, and efforts to promote their food culture. Turkey does very well and is in the top 10. Kwanza back in Sanurfa, wakati ilifika saa ya kutengeneza dessert, ilikuwa a dramatic show accompanied with music. Kuna vile ikikuja kwa chakula, Wataruki wameiva.
Sikujua hii ndio kazi nitakuja kufanya, but oh, that's what I do? Yeah? That's what I do? Where? Anab, ni translate ati.
I love you, baby.
Very important for us as a guest, yani karibu.
Oh, okay. Okay. Na mimi nifanyaje?
Teşekkürler.
Oh, teşekkürler. Oh, and then, oh, okay.
I visited Turkey at the beginning of winter, and it has still been an amazing trip despite the days being short and the frigid temperatures discouraging outside visits, and yet I have enjoyed my visits. The warmth of the Turkish people made up for it. From archaeology to modern museums with fascinating technology, I get close to ancient Roman art.
Koyu. So Sataram is meaning what?
Asel.
Koyu?
Village.
Ha.
Is like
Here.
like
Yani.
yes,
Vallaha Sataram Koyu ha.
Yes.
Unasikia? Na muochi show.
Harane bibi.
Musibo watch show. Vallaha Sataram Koyu ha.
Oh my God.
And I got to visit a Bible land. I got to take a dip in freezing Euphrates River and made new friends. I got to fly Turkish Airlines business class. Ni kama uko kwa ndege. Oh, wait. I was actually on a plane. And enjoyed amazing food. Kama hivi ndivyo kuko during winter, na je summer? Pengine sasa turudi during wakati huu, ama aje? Until then, the adventure continues. Ngoja. Kwani hamtaki kujua kule tunaenda next? Next week we discover a side of Kajiado few may know about.
Hatuja hike in a long time. So nasikia poa. Na hapa panaitwa vipi?
Oljorolevo. Oljorolevo.
Oh?
Oljorolevo.
Ojoro.
Oljorolevo and Asopia.
We will go on game drives, climb mountains, hata tutavuka border tena.
Tuko Kenya, alafu turudi TZ. Ngoja, tuko Nyanzania. Jora, uliwahi Magadi ni this beautiful?
Hapana, nilikuwa nafikiria tu ni chungi. Shock on me.
Haya, sasa wewe endelea na credits. Na wewe producer, manze tusizoeane.